Happy rainy day, everybody. Here in my area, it has been raining quite a bit. They're actually saying that we can get a total of 8 or 9 inches between this morning and tomorrow morning, and potential for flooding in the low areas. And it has probably been, I don't know, 6, 7, 8 years since our basement and family room has leaked. We did a lot of work outside to try to stop it, and it's worked up to this point. So I'm praying that it doesn't leak any down here, because I really don't want to have to spend hours with the shop vac sucking water and sweeping water to the drain in the basement. The basement I don't mind, because there is a drain in the floor, but the family room, we have to keep the water from getting to the carpet. And with our deck and everything, we could not do something like put French drains in or anything like that. But like I said, what all we did outside up to this point has stopped the rain. So please say a little prayer for me, and that our house doesn't flood downstairs. And also say a prayer for all the people that are getting the torrential rains. A lot of people I know have already had some damage in other areas, so I'm praying for all of y'all too, so that things are not too bad. So I decided to go on and come down here and do the family room Halloween before I start pulling things out. And I told you upstairs not to look at the dust. Well, down here, really don't look at the dust, because this half of the family room is dusty, and I will clean it as I move stuff. And then after I do the Halloween, I'm going to go on and do the rest of the family room too, before I start decorating down here for Halloween. So let's get started. Y'all that watched the videos down here before, y'all know how much we love Halloween, and that down here is where probably 90% of our vintage Halloween is at. And vintage Halloween is something that is pretty hard to find. It was way back years and years ago when we started collecting, and now it's even harder. We have a lot of old German Halloween, a lot of paper mache, a lot of noisemakers, and once again, a lot of Halloween art that we've gotten on eBay. So I'm going to start over here in this barrister case. And that's what this is. This is a barrister case. It would have been in a lawyer's office, and it would have held law books. We've had this for, gosh, I don't even know how many years. And it's a perfect display piece. It's very old, and John didn't refinish it. We just cleaned it up and used it just like it is. I know there's going to be a glare. Let me see if I can open this up with one hand. Might be harder than I thought. Old doors don't always open good. I'll leave that one right there. I'm going to kind of hold it. And here's some of John. Oh, I thought it was going to shut on me. All right, I got it. Sorry for that. That's what happens when you don't edit. What you see, what I film is what you get. Okay. There's one of John's noisemaker back there. There's one of those little horns where that little paper thing blows out. That was a little vintage watermelon candy container. And these little guys right here in the front, they're all made in Germany. They were candy containers. And because they're fragile, so many of them did not survive. And then there is another one of John's wonderful cat. He just loves that cat bucket. And of course there's an Anna Lee in that one. That one goes upstairs. These are newer pieces, but we've probably had them, I don't know, at least 15 years or more. And then this one is another German candy container. And there's some paper pieces back there too. And I see another tambourine peeking. I'm not going to try to open that with one hand. You'll see all this later. Upstairs is where the majority of it will go. Lots more tambourines and some plastic pieces and pumpkins. And then this little piece here and there, those are 2 more German pieces. And they do have their original paper insets. We have a lot of our pumpkins that we were lucky enough to get with the paper inserts. Down here's a lot of more of John's tambourines, lots of the plastic pieces, more of the jack-o'-lanterns. And that book that's fallen over, that is the Dennison's Halloween book. Those are something else that's rare and hard to find. We got a decent price on ours, but now they're ridiculous. Noisemakers, pumpkins, cards, and candles. And on top of the barrister case, that's where the majority of my Jim Shore witches are. They'll go over on the mantle and the hearth of the fireplace. You can see over here, there's a lot of our clocks, and I'll get over there and show it to you. The clocks we don't move. Most of them stay down here, especially the ones on the wall. They're hard enough for me and him to get down to change the batteries anymore. But isn't that wonderful? Sleepy Hollow. The moon face. Some of them don't have batteries in them right now. And then this is a paper cut or Sharon-Snit Halloween. That is a fabulous piece. She painted the pieces and then cut them out. Just love that. Jim Shore, all along the top. And then down here, these wonderful clocks. Some of them I can hear ticking. See the detail? The lady that painted a lot of this, she's passed away. I love this one. And some spooky bottles I made. And down here in this cabinet that we got at a yard sale, I know you can't see it, there's Annalise and lots of witches and bottles and Annalise. I'll get over here so that, well, first, before I show you that, I'll give you this view from a distance. Lots of witches, more clocks. The Halloween book boxes all have small Halloween pieces in it. And we'll go over there closer so you can see all of this. All right, I'm going to go this way so you can see this big, beautiful clock. It's cloudy and raining, so it's kind of dark down here, but that just adds to the Halloween ambiance. Look at this, all hand painted. Her eBay handle was Spookoslovenia, and like I said, she's passed away. I can hear my load of laundry just finished. This is another wonderful hand-painted lamp. They took a lot of these old metal lamps and painted them. The different artists did. See the cats on the bottom and the dust. And this has a different scene all the way around. And of course, you know how much John loves these cats. And look at this scene. And back behind is another moon face clock. And over there is that piece I bring upstairs where she scratched the silver off the back of the mirror and painted it to look like the ghoul is staring at you. And then there's Mr. Candy Corn Man back there peeping that y'all love. And the owl. And other great pieces. Let me see if I can open this cupboard. Okay, there are some new and a lot of old vintage pieces. Another one of his spooky jack-o'-lanterns. That cat, I've told you we got that at a yard sale years ago. Lots of noisemakers in that vintage candy box. More of his noisemakers and clickers. More of the spooky paper mache pieces. Two of his favorite cats. The plastic cat is vintage. Those two are new pieces, but adorable. The horn is vintage. These are Bethany Lau that we've had for years. More noisemakers. More noisemakers. That's a Department 56 light-up house. These cupboards are full all the way to the back, so you can't see everything. And there's the Cooking Witch picture that is vintage. This jack-o'-lantern is a reproduction, as are those there. Let me get the door shut so I don't run into them. This cupboard is one that came from Hillsville Flea Market. It's a giant flea market. Used to be really good at Hillsville, Virginia. We used to go every year and you walked miles. And we found lots of good treasures there through the years. But then it got to where it just wasn't as good. There was so much new junk. You know, I don't go there to buy socks and undershirts and stuff like that. Up there is another witch. Another two pieces that Jenny Salsini painted. The pumpkin guy and this witch. And there's the woodland witch. Little spooky clock that I did. And that pumpkin came from Home Goods last year. And in this cupboard, let me see if I can move the witch's feet over and open this door for you. These are all our little October angels. If you're thinking about finding some of these, start looking for them now, because if you wait close to October, you will not get them, or you'll pay an arm and a leg for them. We've had these for years. And they're just precious. The same with the Christmas angels. Now is the time to try to find those, because the prices definitely go up closer to the season. Aren't they just adorable? We just love all of these. Would love to get some more, but they're hard to find. See the detail on that? Look at the witch's face. Isn't that wonderful? And I love this witch. Okay, this is all of the Halloween. Like I said, the cupboards are packed, so you didn't get to see a lot of it, but you'll see it as I decorate. So love and blessings to y'all from me and John and baby boy. And I'll upload this one, and then I'll do the family room next. Plus I have a haul, and I'll do my craft room. See you soon. Bye-bye.